You think you know who's interested in you. You think you can read people, sense their intentions. But what if I told you that someone has feelings for you that you've completely overlooked? Someone whose emotions are closer to the surface than you realize. And it all starts with a simple action, a subtle signal, a tiny shift in the way they look at you. Most people miss it. Most men wait too long to notice. But if you can learn to see the signs, understand the signals, and act with confidence, you'll unlock a world of possibilities you never even imagined. Most men think they need a grand confession, a bold declaration, or a big gesture to know someone's feelings. But the truth is, the signs are subtle, quiet, and often overlooked. You'll notice it in the way she adjusts her hair when you're near, the way her laughter lingers a little longer around you, or the way she finds reasons to be where you are. It's not loud. It's invisible to anyone who isn't paying attention. But if you've trained yourself to notice these small details, they're impossible to miss. These signals often start unconsciously. A smile that reaches the eyes, a slight mirroring of your movements, a gentle touch that isn't accidental, it all adds up. This is where the game begins. Understanding these signs isn't just about spotting attraction, it's about understanding human psychology. People don't always say what they feel, but they can't stop their bodies from telling the truth. The problem is most men don't see it. They wait for verbal confirmation or some big move, while the real signals are right in front of them. By learning to notice these subtle cues, you gain a massive advantage. You're no longer guessing, you're observing, decoding, and interpreting. The most confident men are those who understand that attraction begins in the details, and once you see it, everything changes. You'll start noticing it everywhere, in ways you never imagined. You think you know who's interested in you. You think you can read people, sense their intentions. But what if I told you that someone has feelings for you that you've completely overlooked? Someone whose emotions are closer to the surface than you realize. And it all starts with a simple action, a subtle signal, a tiny shift in the way they look at you. Most people miss it. Most men wait too long to notice. But if you can learn to see the signs, understand the signals, and act with confidence, you'll unlock a world of possibilities you never even imagined. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and in attraction, this couldn't be truer. The first indicator that someone has feelings for you often starts with how they look at you. Eye contact that lingers, pupils that dilate, quick glances followed by shy looks away. These are the invisible breadcrumbs someone leaves when they're interested. It's instinctual, subconscious, and powerful. Micro-expressions are even more revealing. A subtle lift of the eyebrows, a quick smile, or a tiny quiver in the lips. These small, fleeting moments speak louder than any words ever could. Most men miss these because they're distracted, nervous, or focused on saying the right thing. But if you train yourself to see these moments, you'll recognize who is drawn to you before they even say a word. While words are easy to control, actions reveal the truth. Someone who likes you will find ways to be in your life, helping you, making time for you, reaching out when you least expect it. They may not say, "I like you," but they'll show it through consistency. They'll remember little details about you, follow up on things you mentioned in passing, or go out of their way to make you feel valued. The key is observation. Look for patterns, not one-off gestures. True feelings show themselves over time in repeated subtle behaviors that demonstrate genuine interest. Recognizing these actions is the difference between being blind to love and seizing it. This is why confidence is key. When someone is subtly showing interest, your response doesn't have to be dramatic. A simple acknowledgement, a confident return glance, or a slight smile can send back the signal that you see them, that you're aware, and that you're open to what they're feeling. You think you know who's interested in you. You think you can read people, sense their intentions, but what if I told you that someone has feelings for you that you've completely overlooked? Someone whose emotions are closer to the surface than you realize? And it all starts with a simple action, a subtle signal, a tiny shift in the way they look at you. Most people miss it. Most men wait too long to notice. But if you can learn to see the signs, understand the signals, and act with confidence, you'll unlock a world of possibilities you never even imagined. Body language is an unspoken language that reveals true feelings. When someone likes you, their posture changes. They lean in when you talk, angle their body toward you, and subconsciously create proximity without making it awkward. Their gestures mimic yours. Their feet and shoulders unconsciously follow your movements. These are signals that go unnoticed by most men. But once you learn to read them, they become impossible to ignore. The body cannot lie. Even when someone tries to hide their attraction with words, their movements betray them. A hand on their neck, a playful touch, even the way they cross their legs toward you. All of it is intentional on a subconscious level. Recognizing these signs allows you to act before the window closes, before hesitation kills the opportunity. Feelings aren't just physical, they're emotional. People are drawn to those who make them feel safe, understood, and alive. Someone who likes you will seek emotional resonance. They'll engage in meaningful conversations, laugh at your jokes even when they're bad, and share their own vulnerabilities. This emotional bond is often the foundation of their attraction. By noticing these moments, you can understand not just who likes you, but why. It's about connection, not just chemistry. And the stronger the connection, the more obvious the signals become, even if they're subtle. Once you recognize these signals, your response matters. Confidence is attractive, but desperation is deadly. The goal is to acknowledge, reciprocate, and escalate subtly. A confident smile, a playful comment, or a small touch can communicate your awareness without overwhelming them. Timing is everything. Don't rush. Let the attraction build naturally. The most successful men are those who act with patience, observing cues, responding strategically, and never forcing the moment.